Tori checking in with LOJ Fit Club. Also go by your ride, so you may know that. I'm CEO and founder of LOJ Fit Club, where we take our communities from sick and disease to healthy and full of peace by using the 3M method: meditation, movement, and mangoes, and representation of plant-based nutrition. And without further ado, I have a very special guest who traveled in town. Okay, and so once we understood it was going to be in town, we made sure that we said we're going to get together and create some great dope content for you all. May you introduce yourself?
Yes, thank you. My name is Rashida A. Marshall. I am a wellness professional specializing in particularly Pilates and working with prenatal postpartum clients. So I'm really happy to be here and to learn a little bit from you today with some movements.
Awesome, yes, absolutely. And me and Rashida, we go back on Facebook years and years ago. Still don't even know how we connected, but we know how we connected. You know, we're in the same path and the same journey as relates to, you know, understanding holistic health, you know, consciousness, etc., etc. And so, you know, at the appointed time, we said we need to collaborate. And so now that time has come. And so earlier we were speaking, and I asked you, you know, what are some things that you like to work on? And normally I ask people what are some things that you don't like to work on, and then that's what we end up doing. But Rashida puts in the work, so that's not a issue that, you know, we're gonna have with Rashida. So with that being said, we'll have a little fun. And you mentioned like plyometrics, that, you know, you want to get more into, dive more into. You mentioned isolation of the legs.
Yes.
Okay. You mentioned one more thing as it relates to the legs.
Different variations of single leg exercises.
Yeah.
That might have been
So that's the isolation aspect of it too. So with that being said, I got some things in treat for Rashida that she can take back with her, and not just for Rashida, but this is for you. Okay. So as you may know, or if you don't know, we specialize in what we call functional training. Okay, functional training, where we know sometimes say, you know, a functional resistance training, or holistic resistance training, where, you know, the holistic aspect of it, understanding that we're working out, but we're not just working out our bodies, we're working out our mind as well. So today with the functional training, I'm going to be showing, you know, Rashida some single leg things, some plyometrics, and we're going to just incorporate all these things to be able to help isolate the leg in a very functional way, and to be able to build it, strengthen it, but most importantly, make sure that it functions correctly. So without further ado, if you're ready, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
You ready?
Excited. Yeah, let's go.
All right, so this first exercise, we have a reverse lunge to a step up on the step up. You'll see a reverse lunge to a step up. We're going to reverse lunge. Let's say we go back with our left leg first. It's going to be that left leg that steps on the step up. That right leg, you're going to drive all the way through. So without further ado, we're going to do 6 on both sides. Ready, Rashida?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. That particular exercise is really good based upon the fact that it isolates one leg at a time. We're what you call unilateral beings, so we use one side, we use one side at a time. A kangaroo, he's bilateral, he uses both sides at a time, that's why he hops, okay? So anytime we're training in a unilateral way, it's more, it's better, you know, for the way that we were built. So that's why it's important to isolate and to train one side at a time a lot of the times. That's functional. Okay, and then we use the step up, okay, right after the lunge, the step up to still engage that same leg, and we just drove through the other leg, right, all the way up, which then gave us the balance that we needed as well. So very functional exercise. If you're able to do that, you try that. You do about 6 to 8 per side with weight, or you could do it, you know, just your body weight, which is calisthenics. But great job. We're gonna move on to the next exercise. All right, this next exercise, okay, she told me she likes to do, or she wants to do some plyometrics, learn more plyometric work. So this next exercise is what we call a lunge jack. Alright, so basically, we're gonna start off in lunge position, okay? So we're gonna lunge, come up to like a jumping jack, and then switch. Boom, boom, boom. You got that?
Yes.
Alright, so without further ado, you scoot over a little bit this side. And 12. What do you think of that one?
Oh, it burns.
You said what?
It burns, but this one's fun. I've never done this before.
You never done that one before?
Yeah.
You like that one?
Yeah, really creative.
What do you think about the last one?
The last rep?
The last exercise?
Oh, the last exercise.
Yeah.
I like that one too. Normally in the past I've done variations of that one where we switched the leg that we're
Okay.
stepping up onto the bench or box.
Okay.
So that was a different variation. I liked how it challenged the leg.
Got it.
And balance, challenge balance.
Challenge and the balance.
Yeah.
Got it. We're gonna do one more for 'em.
All right.
Okay, so this next exercise is going to be a sandbag clean on the Bosu ball and then to a 3 squat burst. So we're gonna do 1 clean, 3 squats, 1 clean, 3 squats, 1 clean, 3 squats. Okay? We're gonna do this 3 times.
Okay.
So that's 9 reps of squats,
Okay.
3 cleans. Okay?
All right.
The Bosu ball, you see what side we have it on. This is very challenging. So if you're a very beginner, you're probably not going to be able to do this. Rashida's not a beginner exercise, enthusiast and instructor, etc. So, but if you are, then you can use the other side of the Bosu ball, or they have other little balancing tools out there. We have another one called the Step 360, and that one is a lot easier than the Bosu ball itself. So without further ado, Rashida, are you ready?
I'm a little nervous, but I'm
Little
ready.
nervous? Okay. Let's get you on the Bosu ball first. What you think about that one, Rashida?
That one is good. That's definitely a challenge. You feel your whole body working. Everything is working to keep you steady, to keep the control of your body as you do the squats and the clean. I really like that one. Really like it.
Yes. So the purpose of the clean is to be able to add some explosiveness, and then it also enhances the focus, because when you're on a Bosu ball, you're having to pay attention to make sure that you stabilize yourself and you don't fall off. So it keeps you in check in that. Then adding a squat in there, in the burst, it exhausts your legs, but not only does it exhaust your legs, you're having to work your stabilizer muscles, which are the little muscles that help to stabilize, in times that you need balance. So in training those, it helps. Like let's say you're at the edge of a cliff or you climbing something or having to get away from something, you need to make sure that your stabilizer muscles are developed, because you don't want to fall off and then, risk your life. So the Bosu ball helps to stabilize and to engage your stabilizer muscles so that you can build them. Also, keeping the core tight the whole entire time. So those 3 exercises you can do in a particular workout. You can do it in a circuit form if you want to add cardio to it, where you're doing one exercise after the other, or you could do it in just separate, where you do 3 sets here, 3 sets of that one, and 3 sets of that one. That would just help if somebody's trying to build muscle, you're trying to get into hypertrophy. Then you would just give a little bit more longer breaks in between each workout, less breaks in between each set, but you don't necessarily not get necessarily the cardio involved as you would in a circuit style. So, what do you think about the workout overall, Rashida?
Overall, I feel like my whole body got work, even though we were focusing mostly on lower body exercises.
Okay.
You could tell that, again, just as you mentioned, the stabilization of the core, having to really engage the muscles to help you get through it successfully, and then that burst of cardio in between got all the blood flowing. So I really enjoyed it.
Perfect.
Yes.
Well, we enjoyed, making this content together.
Thank you.
And where can people find you?
They can find me at Instagram, Rashida A. Marshall. My website is RashidaAMarshall.com, and then also on YouTube, Rashida A. Marshall. So all the same.
Awesome.
Yes.
Closing out, LOJ Fit Club. Make sure you follow us Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and LOJFitClub.com. All right. Till next time. Peace.